welcome back to another speed build video. My name's Jess and today I'm building in Windenburg on a 20 by 20 lot, and today's build is a really overgrown modern type cottage. And I'm so happy with how this ended up turning out, and especially the kind of overgrown element. I had so much fun doing the landscaping for this build, so hopefully you'll enjoy it once I get there and start doing the landscaping. But here you can see kind of how the exterior of the build is shaping up, and so I went for that black and white kind of contrast, and I think that ended up looking really nice. And I got to use the telescope, which made me way too happy. I just love this item. I'm so glad we have it in game, and I thought it just was perfect for that little balcony up there. And I did actually play test this, and it does work if you are wondering if that chair's in the way. It's all good, works completely fine. So now you can see me starting on some of the landscaping, and if you can't tell, I have kind of like a flower palette going on. So I just pulled out all the different flowers that I wanted to use in the catalog because I wanted this to be really overgrown and have a lot of different kind of flowers, but I still wanted it to look somewhat cohesive. So you can definitely see when I say overgrown, I mean overgrown. This is definitely a really packed build with all kinds of flowers, and I'm so happy with it. I really like the juxtaposition of having the more modern house with this completely overgrown kind of like in the country landscaping. I think it's just kind of a cool pairing, and I really think works really well. Now, one thing I will say, this is another small house, and I've been building smaller houses recently, and that's just because I got a little burnt out of doing bigger builds. My builds always happen really quickly because I pre-build them, but that means I'm always building twice, and sometimes with the bigger builds it just takes so long and I get a little exhausted from trying to get them all together. So hopefully you're still enjoying these smaller builds, but I'm really a huge fan of this build, and I'm so excited by it. But it only can have up to 2 Sims in it, so I know that's not perfect for everyone's gameplay, and I'm definitely gonna try and get back to doing a little bit of a bigger build next week, so definitely keep your eyes open for that. But you can see I finished up the landscaping and I'm starting on the interior, and this is definitely another Scandinavian inspired build, which I've also been doing quite a bit of. And it's just because for me, Scandinavian style really is something I find very easy to build. It is close to my personal style, so it's easy for me to make decisions. So that's nice. So you can see I kind of made a custom console table with the immaculate shelf, and I think that works so nicely under the stairs to just make that little nook actually work for this space, because oftentimes that's just lost space in a tiny house. But you can see I'm starting on the kitchen, and I'm just so in love with how this little kitchen turned out. Such a perfect little use of space and small little kitchen. I just feel like it packs a punch, so I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's really nice watching this back and being able to be like, yeah, this looks so good. And I really think that this turned out really cool. So I used the books from Dream Home Decorator. If you're wondering where that book is from, it's from Debug. And I really like the color of that book, but I didn't want to use the spine of it, so I just flipped it around so you can only see the pages. And I think that looks really nice on the shelf there, and then it has more of a white color than having the black lettering, and that just worked better for the color palette I had. So I'm starting in on the upstairs, and I was able to put this together really quickly. Usually bedrooms take me quite a while just to make decisions on what I think looks nice, but everything happened so quickly when I was building this originally, so I really enjoy how this came out. I think it's that perfect amount of clutter and still being minimal, matching the build as a whole. And then I went with a wet bath just because that works the best for the amount of space that I had. And now we're doing a little office area, but actually that means the build is coming to an end. So thank you so much for watching and supporting my little channel here on YouTube. I hope you have a great day. Bye.